It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL. And off we go from Denver. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson, option right. First down, they go back to Pirine. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5.
14. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Go. Screen in.
Throwing is Wilson. Pass taken in by Pirine. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there, and when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
The first carry now. This is Williams. But he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's rock and roll. Let's ride, dog.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey guys, listen.
To throw is Wilson. Into the hands of Patrick, left side. Now a 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick from 19 yards away. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They'll wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. Another tote for ETN. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Lawrence going to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Going for it. Here's ETN. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their 1st drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson Option right. Option here they'll give to Pirine. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Holding. Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Bring out. Hey, alert.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Williams running left. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
Well, Frank, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 27 yards for Javonte Williams. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down in the yard. The give is to McLaughlin. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Third down and 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 87 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they run the toss to Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
13, Lou.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Just shy of the 30.
Got it.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Holding offense.
Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
There.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On second down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's third down. Now Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5.
Double count right here, double count. 36 power. Spot that, spot that. Start.
Wilson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Baron Browning coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Coming up now on a second and 15 following that sack.
11. Man 13 heavy.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Agnew now to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
On red. Easy. Read it 24. Read it 54.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I
guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Holding offense.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And now the rookie's free. He's on his way. And all the way home, the Broncos score. Jaleel McLaughlin, 78 yards. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Lutz good on the extra point. And it is 28-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Hey, Lion! Here we go.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, that makes them block just a little bit harder.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
And they'll go again with Etienne. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and now 3rd down and 6 to go.
obviously this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Great job. Think right.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Just a heck of a run right there by Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Jaguars 7. Brendan McManus to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd down.
14. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. On the return, here's Agnew. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
on red.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Open man is Kirk, complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
24.
A give to Etienne running right.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Hey, go, go!
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
11, Agate. Hey, easy. Ralph.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Nice job holding them out of the end zone on 3rd down. I think you need to give a big assist to this crowd.
Yeah, they're really rallying them, aren't they? They're behind them the whole way. And they get that little bit of extra motivation when you're in a tough situation. Let's see what happens here on 4th down if they go for it. Can the crowd help them one more time?
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
13, Luke. Go.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. What a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball, but instead it turned out to be a touchdown, and maybe I go figure it out on their sideline.
McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Jaguars 14. Brendan McManus to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the 24-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
So when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Wilson wants to throw it. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And quickly they get to the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 37-yard line.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Alert.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Zebra.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st down.
Take right open. 11. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
2 yards on the play. First down, Jaguars.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Lawrence. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Easy.
A final shot now for Lawrence. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men.
It's Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And it comes your way next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the... And off we go from Denver. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. ETN up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And they were in coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. In motion goes Patrick.
3rd and long. It's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver.
Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
I got him.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now ETN to start the drive. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Hey, easy. Route.
Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. And coming out now, the Broncos. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now 2nd and 3.
14.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
25, alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now 2nd and 5.
They give it to Williams, running right.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. Tim Patrick, 41 yards.
And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Hey, line, 11, Haggett.
On play action, Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 51 yards. And the Jags are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7.
Brendan McManus to kick off for the Jaguars.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And powering through at the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Try to give him another chance there.
Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. A short throw to Ingram.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Let's go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this 1st half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week in offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers time. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this 1st half as the kick gets away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll send Kirk in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A give to Williams, running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Here we go with Williams. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
107 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Fighting him off. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
So Lawrence will egg McManus for the Jaguar field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by McManus is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense now set to go. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
19.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Pass taken in by Pirine.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
14, run it.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
And a pretty quick burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters have come and gone. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Second down and 8.
Here's Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
A handoff for Etienne.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Hey, easy. Route. Take right open.
Now a handoff to Bigsby, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On third down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Delay of game, offense.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. This will be taken at the 10.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now carry number 20 in the game. Here's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now Wilson on second down. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they run on 1st down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Wilson to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick.
This is 2nd and 8.
Out of the pistol. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
14.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side.
Well, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Wilson wants to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Wants to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger